Welcome to the show, and we are thrilled to have you join us. And we are so excited to have the director of Cohah joining us to discuss what it is they do for our local communities.
Hello, I am Lamont Clark, the government co-chair for the Washington, D.C. Regional Planning Commission on Health and HIV. I know that's a long name, so we'll just call it Cohah for now. The Cohah serves as the regional planning body for the HIV prevention and HIV care services in the federally defined Washington, D.C. eligible metropolitan area, or EMA. The Washington, D.C. EMA spans the District of Columbia, 5 counties in suburban Maryland, 11 counties and 6 independent cities in Northern Virginia, and 2 counties in West Virginia. The Commission has the responsibility to prioritize a range of medical and support services totaling over $30 million in federal and other funds.
Wow, I love to hear that. That is amazing, and tell us more about Cohah and how it works.
The Cohah is made up of people from all walks of life who live or work within our EMA. The Cohah consists of community members representing stakeholder groups who reflect the characteristics of the HIV epidemic in the region, as well as people from organizations providing HIV prevention, care, treatment, and other related services in response to the epidemic. To make the Cohah work, we need to make sure that our membership is inclusive, representative, and achieves parity and conformity with the CDC guidelines for membership and with the HRSA Ryan White requirements. Cohah membership is usually no fewer than 37 and no more than 47 voting members. All members must go through an open nominations process, then be recommended to the mayor of Washington, D.C. by the Cohah members, and duly and lawfully appointed to and sworn in as members of the commission by the mayor of the District of Columbia.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Can you tell us about the programs you offer?
All right, well, now let me tell you a little bit about what Cohah does as a body. Our EMA receives money from the Health Resources and Services Administration, or HRSA, under the Ryan White CARE Act. So a very important responsibility is to help provide programs that contribute to improved health outcomes in the most cost-efficient manner. So here are some things we do in order to reach the goal of improved health outcomes. We increase collaboration, efficiency, and innovation with government partners and community stakeholders to achieve a more coordinated response to the HIV continuum of services. We also conduct community planning activities for the EMA related to the implementation of Ryan White HIV programs. We also inform the development or update of an integrated HIV prevention and care plan, or what we call the integrated plan, to be implemented and monitored, ensuring that activities and funding is aligned with the National HIV/AIDS Strategy and the successful execution of high-impact prevention programs and activities within communities. With regard to prevention, the integrated plan addresses prevention activities within the District of Columbia, but will consider information and activities from across the EMA in integrating multiple HIV community needs and setting priorities for HIV prevention interventions and strategies for populations at high risk of HIV infections. Cohah establishes priorities for the allocation of funds within the region, including how best to meet such priorities and additional factors that a recipient should consider in allocating funds under a grant-based program. We develop a comprehensive plan for the organization and delivery of health services that is compatible with existing district, state, and local plans regarding the provision of health services to people living with HIV. The Cohah assesses the efficiency of the administrative mechanism in rapidly allocating funds to the areas of greatest need within the region and, at the discretion of the Commission, assess the effectiveness, either directly or through contractual agreements, of the services offered in meeting the identified needs. Cohah participates in the development of the statewide Coordinated Statement of Need initiated by the District of Columbia Department of Health. We establish methods for obtaining input on community needs and priorities. Then, we determine the needs of the population of people living with HIV, with particular attention to individuals who know their HIV status and are not receiving HIV-related services, disparities in access and services among affected subpopulations and underserved communities, and people living with HIV who do not know their HIV status. And finally, we issue an annual report of all of these activities to the Mayor of the District of Columbia. I know that's quite a bit of work for a group of volunteers, but let me tell you, everyone on Cohah takes their appointments seriously, and they understand that at the end of the day, they are all doing their part to help people from all across Washington, D.C., Northern Virginia, Southern Maryland, and parts of West Virginia. Well, thank you very much for allowing me to be here, and thanks for listening about Cohah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Let's give Lamont a round of applause and thank you for joining us today. We pray that you stay safe and well.